Welcome to the Rotary E-Club of Silicon Valley, where we share stories about education, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Before we get to the presentation session, I'd like to introduce myself, and then I will introduce our guest. I am Andrew Ta. I am the president-elect of this E-Club. And here on the call, we have Kelly Carlisle, who is the founder and executive director of Acta Verba. She is a veteran of the United States Navy and has been the recipient of many awards, including the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal. She's an avid gardener and is currently an Alameda County Master Gardener trainee and an active member of the Farmer Veteran Coalition. A native of East Oakland, California, she is committed to creating positive change in her childhood city. Kelly's work has been honored at the White House by President Barack Obama, as well as locally by Congresswoman Barbara Lee and California Assemblyman Rob Bonta. Without further ado, take it away, Kelly.
Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you, Andrew, for the invite. I am going to share my presentation, a little bit about our work here at Acta Verba Youth Urban Farm Project. First, you should know that Acta Verba Youth Urban Farm Project is Latin. Acta Verba is Latin for deeds, not words. And that has been our mantra since I founded the organization in August 2010. So here's our mission. We have a 1/4-acre farm located in Oakland's Tassafaronga Park, so we're on public land. The produce is planted, harvested, and sold by our youth, community youth, age 5 to 13, and 100% of the proceeds from the sale of produce are placed into individual savings accounts for those that participate. The savings accounts are special in that they're called individual development accounts. And that allows our organization, Acta Verba, to become the stewards of those accounts. So what happens is that the kids plant, harvest, and we bag up the produce every week, every Wednesday, and deliver it to our customers' homes. Folks sign up, subscribe to be CSA customers, and they can go from 1 week to 10 weeks. And the proceeds from those sales are placed into these individual development accounts. As you can see, research says that IDA savers are 35 times more likely to own a home, nearly twice as likely to attend college, and 84% more likely to own a business. We understand that asset accumulation and investment in our children's futures are keys to a path to success. One of our premier programs is our Camp ANV, and we run about 12 weeks per year from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. during out of school time. So we have 1 week during spring break, 8 weeks during summer break, 1 week during Thanksgiving break, and 2 weeks during the winter break. Our camp tuition, which is low, very low, lower than market rate. It's $150 per week per child, includes everything that you see here: breakfast, lunch, and snack, all cooked by our kids. A lot of it sourced from our farm, and during our cooking class. We go on 2 field trips a week. One is always swimming, and the other one is always somewhere that's educational and fun for kids. We have a healthy food and beverage policy. What we discovered when I founded the organization in 2010, and we started running camp in 2012. And what we discovered was that food is really important to everyone, but especially to young growing bodies, in terms of how much energy a kid has in terms of their ability to pay attention. And so for 2 summers, we tried to work with the free summer lunch program. But we saw so much waste that we decided to take over and start sourcing from the farm and creating our own meals. So there's our healthy food and beverage policy. We have a number of other programs. We have our after school program, our CSA that I described earlier, where customers are delivered a bag of produce every week. We have our junior counselors and leaders in training program. So basically, as our kids turn, we work with kids age 5 to 13. When the kids get to be about 11 years old, they want more responsibility. They want to have a deeper stake in what we're trying to build at Camp A&V. So we created our junior counselors and our leaders in training program kind of as a next step to camp. They're still young, so they're still at camp. But with these 2 programs, we are developing work habits, we're developing soft skills, we're developing tangible skills that will serve our youth later on in life. Every month we have the first Saturday of every month, we have our community farm days, and we host a number of neighborhood events, including our community field trip that we do every year to a regional or national park. We have folks inquire all the time about coming to visit the farm, either with their K through 12 classes or their companies. We've had the American Planning Association come through. It's really, really exciting. Let's see. And our Tassafaranga Village Services. Excuse me, sorry. Our Tassafaranga Village Services, where we just help folks with resources. We, in cooperation with partners, run a monthly food pantry. We've done coat drives and all backpack giveaways and all number of yoga classes, cooking classes, any number of events and activities that we think will benefit the community. Here is our contact information. And I put our first 2 camp sessions here, just in case you wanted to check out our website and learn more about what goes on during our 12 weeks of adventure. And that's it. I hope, oh goodness. I hope that you were able to get a snapshot of what all we do at Acta Verba.
Cool. Thank you so much, Kelly. That's an awesome, awesome project.
Thank you.
What compelled you to start A&V in the first place?
Mostly it was 3 major news stories that came out in August 2010. One was Oakland being listed as the 5th most dangerous city in the US by the FBI. The second one being teen prostitution being on the rise, and third, an almost 40% dropout rate in the city of Oakland. And it was the last one that really hurt. The idea that that some youth are so uninspired and so disenfranchised that they would leave school before what is arguably, the best years, right? Before they they graduate from high school and get a chance to be an young adult student before they get to read all of these amazing books and have these amazing discussions that will expand their minds and their perspective. And so right around that same time, former Mayor Gavin Newsom started the kindergarten to college program in San Francisco. And that program opens up IDA accounts, individual development accounts, for low-income incoming kindergartners. And the city would put in a certain amount of money and would match money that the family saved on their child's behalf. I thought this was a brilliant idea, but then I started, as I was reading more about the program and trying to figure out how to get my daughter involved, I messed around and read the comments. And a lot of the comments were things like, I wish that you would stop telling these kids that they can go to college. The world only needs so many nuclear physicists, but we'll always need janitors, and you don't need a college degree for that. And for me, that was, that brought out all of my patriotism, that brought out all of my Americanism, because that's not what we're supposed to be about, right? That's not what this country is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about telling someone, you can do this, but you can't. You're going to go on to be a nuclear physicist. You're destined to be successful. Sorry, kid, you're destined for, a life of drudgery and low education. So I decided to marry my love of gardening, because for me, gardening is practical magic. It's calming in a way that I haven't found anything else to be, with youth investing in their own futures. So, yeah.
Awesome. Along the same line, you mentioned that the camp tuition is $150 a week. Is there any financial aid available?
Absolutely. So the majority of our youth are subsidized. I mean, the entire program is subsidized. There's no way that we would be able to do all that we do with the children without having grants and individual donors sponsor the program. But yes, there are a number of youth that get a full scholarship.
Cool. And what kind of stuff do you guys grow? I mean, I saw beets in one of the pictures, but.
Oh yeah. We grow just about everything that you can grow in a Mediterranean climate. So we have tomatoes during the summer, squash during the summer. And I have to keep saying during the summer because folks want tomatoes all year round. That's the American way, is to have, access to whatever, produce you want. But we can only grow seasonally. So right now we have beans coming up and a bunch of different kinds of greens like kale, collards. We also have lots of trees, fruiting trees. We grow olives and pomegranates and peaches, mulberries, a lot of different things.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for your presentation. Members, please feel free to leave any comments or questions in the discuss below, and remember to sign in. Guests, you as well, please leave a question or comment in the discuss below. Kelly, any final words for us?
Just everybody go out there and make it a great day. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Do what you can, where you can. Everybody have a wonderful one. Thank you so much again, Andrew.
Thank you.